Hi kids, welcome back to another video on active and passive voice sentences. In this video, we are going to learn how to construct active and passive voice sentences for different types of sentences. We are going to study the rules to construct active and passive voice for the following types of tenses. Now we know there are different types of tenses, present, past, and future. And we are going to learn how to construct active and passive voice for these 8 different types of tenses: simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, simple future tense, and future perfect tense. We already know that present, past, and future perfect continuous tense and future continuous tense sentences have no passive voice form. Therefore, we're going to learn the rules to convert active to passive form for these different types of tenses. The first one is simple present tense. In active voice, the rule is you have subject plus the verb with s or es plus object. Example, she reads a book. Passive voice, the sentence you construct using object plus is, am, or are, plus the verb with ed, plus by, plus subject. Let's see how she reads a book becomes a passive voice. A book is read by her. The second tense is present continuous tense. In active voice, we write subject plus to be with is, am, or are, plus the verb plus ing plus object. Example, Anna is playing a piano. In passive voice sentence, we have object plus to be with is or am or are plus being plus the verb with ed plus by plus the subject. Now, Anna is playing a piano becomes a piano is being played by Anna. The next type of tense is present perfect tense. Now, in active voice, we construct the sentence using subject plus has or have plus the verb plus ed plus object. Example, Susie has painted the wall. In passive voice, you have object plus has or have plus been plus the verb with ed plus by plus subject. Now, Susie has painted the wall becomes the wall is being painted by Susie. The next type of tense is simple past tense. We construct a simple past tense active voice sentence using subject plus verb plus ed plus the object. Example, he muted the call. Now let's see how to construct a passive voice sentence. Object plus was or were plus verb plus ed plus by plus the subject. Now he muted the call becomes the call was muted by him. The next type of tense is past continuous tense. An active voice is constructed using subject plus was or were plus the verb plus ing plus object. Let's look at an example. Sona was typing letters. Now in passive voice, we have object plus was or were plus being plus verb plus by with the subject. And Sona was typing letters becomes the letters were being typed by Sona in passive voice. The next tense is past perfect tense. In this, we construct an active voice sentence using subject with had plus verb plus ed plus the object. Example, Tina had caught a fish. Now, passive voice sentence can be constructed using object plus had plus been with the verb ed by subject. Now, Tina had caught fish becomes a fish had been caught by Tina. The next type of tense is simple future tense. Now, in active voice, we construct the sentence with subject plus will plus verb plus the object. Example, they will make a lantern. And passive voice sentence is constructed with object will be plus the verb plus ed plus by plus subject. So they will make a lantern becomes a lantern will be made by them in passive voice. The last type of tense is future perfect tense. And in active voice, we have subject plus will plus have plus verb with ed and object. Example, England will have won the match. Now in passive voice, you construct using object plus will have been plus the verb plus ed plus by plus the subject. So England will have won the match becomes the match will have been won by England. Now, we need to see what are the benefits of using active voice sentences and why it is often used while speaking or writing. Active voice sentences are shorter in length compared to passive voice sentences. They are direct and authoritative and hence are very clear to understand and informative. It is engaging, simple, and uses less words, making it easier to understand. And thus, active voice sentences are often used in English language. I hope you have now learned in detail about active voice sentence and passive voice sentences and how to construct these sentences for different tenses. Thank you.